Okay?
What'd you ask me that for? Everything's under control.
What goes on here in the camp?
We guard the entrance to the mine. No one except our people are allowed in.
Who calls the shots around here?
Okio's in charge here in the Hollow. Lee calls the shots in the camp. So you'd better have a word with both of them.
How can I join this squad?
If you want to work here in the Hollow, you'll have to work your way up in the new camp first. Go and ask there.
How's it going?
It's quiet. A bit too quiet for my liking.
Anything special go on here?
Nothing but a hell of a lot of trouble if you try anything foolish. Oh yeah, and more trouble if you try to get in the mine or the gatehouse without permission.
Who gives the orders here?
Here in the Hollow, everyone does what Okil says. He knows all the big shots in the camp. So if you do anything stupid, the water mages in the new camp will know about it.
How do I join you?
If you want to be one of us, you have to earn yourself a reputation. Go and prove your worth elsewhere. Then maybe you'll be allowed to serve in the Hollow. Hey, you! You're not one of my men. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
I'm Okil. I'm the boss of the Hollow.
I just wanted to have a glance into the mine.
Oh, you just wanted to stroll into the mine. Suppose you don't have a clue what's going on here. Nobody sets a foot in the mine without my permission. Always remember, whoever goes into the mine or the gatehouse without my permission is a dead man.
I'll just have a look around here.
Then just watch out that you don't mess up here in the Hollow, else you'll be in your grave faster than you'd like to think.
Will I be allowed to go in?
I don't even know you. Why should I let you go into the mine? Now scram! I have things to see to.
I need to go on.
Then leave me alone!
What do you want? I don't want to get into any trouble.
What's life like here?
Not complaining. We all have to do our share. At least work is better here than in the old camp. You from the old camp? If you're from the old camp, just you remember I don't want any trouble.
How are you doing?
How do you think? Just as bad as usual. Nothing to eat and lots to do. The only one of us who doesn't have his hands full is Swiney. Okil promoted him to spokesman for us scrapers. Now he stands around here all day making sure no one gets blisters on their hands.
What is this?
What's it look like? The Royal Palace? If you really want to work in the free mine, you'll have to work your way up here in the Hollow first to prove you're any use to us.
Who's in charge around here?
In charge? Take a look around. It's not the ones that spend all day working their butts off to collect ore, that's for sure.
How do I join the League of Scrapers?
Join us? Now, don't you go thinking we don't work around here just 'cause no one forces us to.
If you think you can just laze around here, then you got another thing coming, my friend. Now, if you still think this place is right for you, you'd better have a word with Swiney. That's the scraper that stands around smoking all day.
How's it going?
It's quiet. A bit too quiet for my liking.
Anything special go on here?
Nothing but a hell of a lot of trouble if you try anything foolish. Oh yeah, and more.
I need to know more about the camp.
Don't know that I can help you. You better have a word with Swiney or the mercenaries.
Who's in charge here?
The mercenaries are in charge here in the Hollow, but not so much in the new camp, so watch who you mess with.
What do I have to do to join you?
I can't help you there. I'm small fry. Talk to Swiney.
How's it going?
It's quiet.
Tell me something about this camp.
This hole in the rock's gonna get us out of here. Once we have enough ore, we can forget about the old camp.
Who gives the orders here?
Okio calls his shots, but he usually leaves us rogues alone.
Are you okay?
No worse than yesterday.
Tell me something about this camp.
The camp? You mean the Hollow. It ain't so bad. Really. The scrapers collect ore, the mercenaries stand on guard, and we rogues keep them all under control.
Who's in charge here then?
That depends on who you take your orders from. Whatever. If Akil wants something, you'll do well not to object. He can get pretty ugly when he's pissed off.
How are you?
Man, you're getting on my nerves.
Hey, you, what's up?
Hi.
You're walking about here as if you were searching for something.
Really? Maybe you're right. Why?
Great, ask me. Maybe I can help you.
What did you have in mind?
What do you need?
What about a good sword, thick armor, or access to the mine?
Ah, no, that's nothing. I can give you something that'll make your eyes pop out of their sockets. I can give you a weapon that will defeat any foe. You only need to do me a small favor, then it'll be yours. What do you say?
What will I have to do for it?
Very simple. Get me 5 apples, 2 bottles of rice schnapps, 5 bottles of beer, 3 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 bunches of grapes, and we're in business. Believe me, you won't be sorry. As I just said, you'll really defeat any kind of enemy with it.
Okay, I'll see what I can do then.
Very good, but hurry up. Don't forget, 5 apples, 2 bottles of rice schnapps, 5 bottles of beer, 3 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 bunches of grapes, okay?
Of course. I couldn't get your stuff yet. What was it again? There were so many different things.
Okay then, I'll repeat it slowly. Well, I want you to get 5 apples, 2 bottles of rice schnapps, 5 bottles of beer, 3 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 bunches of grapes. Did you get it this time?
All right, sure, I'll hurry up.
Hello.
How are you doing?
How do you think? Just as you only want...
Tell me something about this camp.
This hole in the rock's gonna get us out of here. Once we have enough ore, we can forget about the old camp.
Who gives the orders here?
Akio calls his shots, but he usually leaves us rogues alone.
Are you okay?
No worse than yesterday.
Who are you?
I'm the best mining engineer this damn colony has ever seen, my boy. I make sure half our boys don't go getting themselves killed by falling rocks just because they're too stupid to scrape the right places.
I'd like to join you as a scraper.
Oh, yeah? Well, just don't think you're gonna get anything much out of it. There's 3 portions of rice a day. Any extra, you'll have to see to yourself. Do you know why we're doing this? We're doing this job so one day we can all walk out of here to freedom. Well, that means all the ore's to be handed in. Then it goes on the big ore mound. And once a month, everybody who's been working here gets 50 ore to get stoned on. That's the most important things you ought to know. Do you at least have any experience on the job?
No.
Of course you don't. Why is it always me? Okay, listen carefully. You take this stuff and put it on. Here. If an ore nugget falls on your foot while you're not wearing your protective clothing, you'll be crippled for life and only worth half of what you were before to us. There'll be a pickaxe lying somewhere around here, but you won't be able to do much with it. Well, so what?
How much ore have you collected so far?
The mages say that we won't need much more. Go to the new camp and have a look at the mound.
What are you doing at the mine here?
I just wanted to have a look around the camp.
Then you've come to the wrong place, because this is the mine entrance, and you're not admitted here.
I just wanted to see the mine.
Suppose you can see that the mine is locked, so there's absolutely nothing for you to see.
Is there nothing we can do about it?
What should there be to do about it? One moment. If you were trying to bribe me, you have the wrong man here.
No, I wasn't trying to bribe anybody. I just thought that... I guess I'd best be going.
What are you hanging about here for? I'll just tell you one thing. Keep your hands off the door.
I'd just like to have a look around here.
Then leave your fingers in your pockets or I'll chop them off.
I want to go into the mine.
Into the mine? I won't let anybody in here without express permission from Akil.
Akil, isn't that the guy with the big axe and the heavy armor?
Watch what you're saying and how you speak about our boss. I'm gonna tell you something about Akil. He's the toughest guy in the whole camp. He once even sneaked into the castle in the old camp and stole a load of ore from the ore barons. So show a bit more respect, please. I don't know where he is, but if you meet him, you should have that story in the back of your mind.
I'd best be going.
I hope we understand each other.
And where do you want to go?
Why? In there.
Forget it. Silas only wants to see scrapers and rogues in his bar.
Not listening to all the blathering anymore.
I'm a scraper, and I'm thirsty.
You look like one of those filthy rats. Come on in.
I'm not listening.
You only let in rogues and scrapers?
We don't mind the Sec brothers either. But apart from that, nobody gets in here.
How's the schnapps business going?
Go in and ask Silas. We can't complain.
You're probably right.
Let's talk about something else.
You don't look very happy.
I'm not. I need to get rid of a whole pile of weed.
You're here to sell goods from the sect camp?
Yes, but I just can't be bothered.
I could sell the weed for you for consideration, of course.
Forget it. I'm not as drunk as all that. You just go running away with it.
I'm not listening to all that.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Here you go. Have another drink on me.
Thanks, man. I'll drink to your health.
Some people never learn.
Some people never learn.
Keep it to yourself.
I'll tell you something, you have a problem. Bal Kagan will make sure you'll be replaced.
Must be something
What?
about that story.
The sleeper have mercy on me. I need to get rid of this stuff.
You have to watch what you tell
As
people.
long as I'm not involved.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
Oh man, I need to get rid of this stuff. You wouldn't try to make me look like a fool, would you?
I give you my word.
Good. Here's this stuff. You should get at least 400 ore for it. That would be 200 for each of us. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you have the ore.
Do you know who'll take bigger amounts here?
If I knew that, I would have gone myself. I feel much better now that I'm rid of this stuff.
It was obvious there would be trouble.
Show me what you have.
Here.
Maybe.
That's really not my problem.
Laris has a message for you.
Tell me about it.
He wants to know what's going on in the sect camp, and he wants you to find out.
I get the feeling this problem will solve itself.
That won't happen again.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Well, how's the mine going on?
We've done most of it. Just a few more weeks and we'll have enough.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Very probably right. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
How's things?
We put another spoke in Gomez's wheel. 3 dead gods and lots of stuff to sell. I'll drink to that.
You're one of the guys who keep raiding the old camp.
No. Only when it's worth it.
I thought that'd be cleared up.
Fisk from the old camp is looking for a trade partner.
I'm not interested. But Sharky might be interested. If you find him, ask him.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
What have you got to offer?
Let's rephrase that question. What have you got to offer? I'm only interested in big consignments.
Balor said you'd be interested in swampweed.
You want to trade?
Let's make a deal.
What do you want?
People always talk.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead. I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about something else instead. Let's talk about something else instead. You're very probably right.
That wasn't very clever. Let's talk about something else instead.
If you
As long
think.
as I'm not involved.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
That wasn't very clever. I'd better keep out of it.
It was obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
Maybe.
Some people never learn.
As long as I'm not involved.
Rely on somebody,
That
and you're
won't
in
happen
trouble.
again.
That's how it goes.
As long as I'm not involved.
If you think.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You're from the Free Mine, right?
Right. How'd you find that out?
I just want to talk to you.
I'm not here to talk.
That's really not my problem.
I just want to talk to you.
I'm not here to talk.
You're very probably right.
It was obvious there would be trouble.
What are you doing?
I'm making rice schnapps, boy. Here, have a bottle. But don't tell Silas.
Same old story every time.
How's the distillery going?
I can hardly keep up with these guys. Man, can they drink. That's a good thing, really. While I'm busy, the Rice Lord's lapdogs leave me alone.
Something else instead.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
What can you tell me about the Rice Lord?
He's a damn swine. His thugs pick on the weak and force them to work in the fields. The only one who could stand up to him is Horatio, but he doesn't do violence. Well, I did once hear him say he'd love to smash the Rice Lord's head in, but he'd never really do it. It'd go against his beliefs.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
That won't happen again.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. That won't happen again.
There was a time when things would have gone very
How are things?
Great.
Thank God.
We trade our homemade rice snaps for ore. Well, the boys carry in enough ore. Where should they spend it, if not here?
To yourself. People don't need to know it.
I want a drink.
You'll have to pay for it.
I think you're probably right. You think?
Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I'd better keep out of it.
Let's talk about something else instead.
You're probably right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That wasn't very.
He goes,
Do you
Out.
Do you want some swamp?
Step aside!
I want.
But
Well,
I may.
Step aside!
I have some swamp weed.
But keep it to. Some people never learn.
It's obvious there would be trouble ahead.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Do you want?
What do you think?
May I pass through here? May I pass through here? If you're looking for trouble,
You've been lucky there.
Do, do you want?
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Do you?
Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble.
Stop. I,
You're very Some people never learn.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
do you?
You're very probably right. That won't happen again.
I what? You look.
You have to watch what you tell people. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
Very probable. I'm not listening to all that blabbering.
Something else instead.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
I sure.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Time when things were good.
You look.
Some people
Never learn.
Again, you have to watch what you tell people.
Do you?
But keep it.
I. Do you? Out. Do you? Out.
Don't listen to all the blathering.
You look like. You look like.
As long as I'm not.
You. How are you?
Man, what do you then?
I have some. Sure.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I have some.
That won't happen again. I'm not listening.
As long as I'm not involved.
You look like you could do with some swamp weed. I have some swamp weed here.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
I have the 400 ore.
Good. Very good. I believe that should be sufficient now.
Is that enough for me to join you?
Mordrag has spoken up for you, but you're not ready yet. Do your tasks.
That's really not my problem.
I better... Maybe.
Well, that was a tough.
I'd better keep out of
Let's talk about something.
I've sold the weed.
And my 200 ore?
Here it is.
Good. Now I don't give a damn about Baal Kagan anymore. It was a good idea to do business with you.
As long as I'm not involved.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That won't happen again.
I have one. I have one. I have one.
Same old story. There must be something about... You have to watch it. Rely on somebody... I'm not listening to all that blathering. Yeah, you're probably right.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
Yes, I want to be able to take on the Rice Lord and his thugs.
Ah, you wouldn't be the first to try.
I will defeat the Rice Lord and his thugs, if you help me.
Good. I've sworn I'll never attack anyone again, but I never said I wouldn't teach anyone else to do it.
I'm all ears.
If you want to hit powerfully, you need to know the right tactics. That's the first thing you learn as a smith. Learn to push your whole arm through, from the shoulder down to the wrist. The better you get at that, the more powerful the blow. You'll get the hang of it pretty quick.
Thanks for your help.
Use your knowledge for a just cause, and for nothing else.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. Keep it to yourself. Maybe. You have to watch what you tell story after all.
You're very probably
You look like you...
You have to watch it.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Do you want...
People always talk.
I have...
That's really
There was
not
a
my
time
problem.
when things would have gone very differently.
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how...
Maybe.
You have to watch what you tell people.
What's it like inside?
Like always. Calm, just a couple of bros.
Same old story every time.
Maybe.
Can you tell me anything about the mine?
Well, this part we're standing in now is the main shaft. A system of catwalks takes you down to the bottom. And they're digging for ore everywhere. But you need to be careful. There are many mine crawlers there as well. Right at the bottom is the smelting place. We're smelting a part of the ore to use it right there.
What do I need to look out for in the mine?
Mine crawlers, mainly. Dangerous beasts. We've had to give up a few caves because of them. They've eaten quite a few diggers, too.
Tell me about the crawlers.
Oh, but my tongue's so dry. You bring me a beer, and I'll tell you something about the crawlers.
Here, drink to my health.
Thanks. Well, crawlers live in large packs, mostly in the side caves. They've never attacked us here in the main shaft yet. If you ever meet one of them, run. Or stand with your back to the wall. That way you may stand a chance.
Tell me more about it.
If you want to know more, go to Viper. He's the smelter. Or talk to Ian. He's the boss. He organizes everything here in the mine.
Where can I find Ian?
He's right in the middle of the main shaft, next to the storeroom. Oh, one more thing. You know Thoris, don't you? Forget him. There's just one person who has the say in here, and that's Ian. He's the boss. If you get into trouble with him, you'll be in trouble with us all. Understood?
See ya.
May I pass through here?
How's it going?
Well, my back aches, my arms feel like they're gonna drop off, my tongue's bone dry, and I'm dead tired. And the constant hammering of the pickaxe is slowly driving me around the bend.
What do you know about mine crawlers?
You mean what's the best way of dealing with crawlers? Run. Run as fast as your legs will carry you. If you go missing, it's too late. Not that anyone's likely to miss you.
Who calls the shots around here?
Ian's the boss of the mine. Ashgon's in charge of the guards.
Tell me about the mine.
We all have to work hard for weeks on end. We never get to see the light of day. There is no escape. The only way out is death.
What should I keep in mind when I'm in the mine?
Beware of the mine crawlers. The further you get down, the closer you get to the beasts. Those rotten creatures come directly from Beliar's realm. You can hear them scraping and scratching. They're sitting in the dark just waiting for you. I've seen them kill. They're merciless and fast. If you enjoy being alive, you shouldn't be down here. You better go before something happens to you.
What should I keep in mind when I'm in the mine?
Beware.
Tell me about the mine.
The diggers collect the ore, and we protect them from the crawlers.
Who calls the shots around here?
Ian and Ashgan. If you want anything, you'd better talk to them.
What do you know about the crawlers?
The whole lot of them should be wiped out if you ask me.
How are you?
Man, you're getting on my nerves.
Can I trade things with you?
I have everything you need. What I don't have is no use to you anyway.
What are you Templars doing in the mine?
We're hunting for mine crawlers. Go back to the camp. You'll be safe there.
Why do you hunt the crawlers?
For their mandibles. They contain a valuable secretion.
What kind of secretion?
A poison. Only our guru Kor Kalam knows how to brew potions with it.
Who is Kor Kalam?
One of the most powerful men in the whole Brotherhood. He knows many secrets. He can control other people's thoughts. Apart from that, he's an alchemist. He brews potions so we can make spiritual contact with the sleeper. Just go down to the camp. We're always looking for people.
I'll think about it. See you later.
May the sleeper awaken.
What goes on in the mine?
The diggers collect the ore, and if they don't, they get a good beating.
Who calls the shots around here?
Ascan's our boss, but Ian organizes things, like ore and the diggers.
Tell me about the crawlers.
Those beasts are nothing but trouble. I don't know what causes us more work, those creatures or the diggers.
How's it going?
Well, why do you think?
Let me pass.
Nice fight.
Try that again, and you'll let me pass.
How's things?
I ain't had a fight in ages.
What goes on in the mine?
The mine's the heart of the old camp. No mine, no ore. No ore, no goods. Get it?
Who calls the shots around here?
Ascan's our boss. But you leave him alone. Ian's the one that deals with guys like you.
Tell me about the crawlers.
The Brotherhood pays the old camp in swamp weed, so they let them hunt crawlers in the mine.
How's it going?
A lot of work, not much rest. So be quick with your questions. I have work to do.
What do you know about mine crawlers?
The Templars made a deal with Gomez. They kill the crawlers. They get to keep the beast's mandibles.
Who's in charge here?
Ian's the boss of the mine. He organizes the workforce and the exchange of goods with the camp. If you want anything, you'd better talk to him.
Tell me about the mine.
Mushrooms and herbs grow in caves. That stuff's easy to digest. But it don't fill you up as good as a nice, decent chunk of meat. The crawlers don't taste too good either. What a shithole.
How are you?
I have to work. If the guards catch me standing around talking, they'll cut my rations.
What do you know about mine crawlers?
We had to close down the big pit at the bottom. It's overrun with mine crawlers. There are mine crawlers all over the place. Can't you hear them? I sure can.
Who has the say round here?
Viper's the smelter. He knows all about the oven. He has a body like iron. He don't mind the heat. Spends all day melting the ore.
Tell me about the mine.
Well, there's a lot of caves where there's still some ore left. But the crawlers just make it impossible to work in them. Too many attacks. Too many losses.
How's it going?
A lot of work.
How are you?
I have to work.
How's it going?
Well, my back and the
The guards will never get me.
What do you mean?
I only work when the guards are nearby, or they can see me. Otherwise, I just hang around here.
Don't they get suspicious?
Yeah, well, of course I dig less ore than all the others do. It's not always enough, so I have to do a bit of trading. I keep my ears open, so I get to know many useful things. You don't happen to have some ore on you? Let's say about 10 ore?
All right, here's 10 ore for you.
Thanks. If you go to the main shaft and follow the catwalks further down, you'll soon get to 2 side caves. There's a guard in the second one, and there's also an old masher. There's a healing potion lying about somewhere. But be careful, and beware of the crawlers. And if you need or hear something, come back to me. I'm sure I'll be able to help.
Have you got any other useful information?
Sure. Have you got 10 ore?
I expect good information for my ore.
There's loads of locked chests here. Glenn, the digger at the top, can get you a couple of lockpicks.
Good luck.
Well, you know where to find me.
How's things?
I have a deal to suggest. If you make Aaron leave the chest alone, I'll give you 10 ore.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
What are you doing here?
I'm watching diggers like snipes over there to make sure they keep their hands off my chest.
What are you doing here?
I'm watching diggers.
The diggers have found a massive ore nugget.
So what?
You have to take a look at it.
Forget it.
I've heard that there are gangsters in the mine here. They want the ore.
Do you think I'm stupid? They'd never dare to do anything like that.
Ian sent me. You should go to see him at once.
What does he want?
No idea. Ian will tell you that himself. Do you think he'd tell me something like that?
Then I'll go to see him.
You owe me 10 ore.
Here, you've already earned the 10 ore. Oh, and one more thing. I have the key to his chest as well. For you, only 30 ore.
Give me the key.
You made good business there.
I just wonder what you get out of it.
I'm always glad when I can get one over on the gods. And if they found the content of the chest with me, I'd be a dead man.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
What's in the storeroom?
That's none of your business.
Standing around for so long must make you thirsty.
You bet, man. I could use a good swig now. Got anything on you?
Here you go. Have one on me as well.
Thanks.
Is there anything special in the storeroom now?
Some chest that we store supplies in. The keys disappeared, though.
Disappeared?
I bet Aleph was involved. That guy can't be trusted.
Do you know anything about the key for the chest in the storage shed?
Well, that depends.
On how much ore I'll give you?
You learn fast.
50 ore should be more than enough for you.
Very generous. Here's the key. And take this ring as well. It's always brought good luck to me.
Good luck.
Well, you know where to find me.
Let me...
Listen, Ian and the others are sitting at the bottom having grilled meat.
What? Without me? Well, I'll collect my share. Let me pass.
How are you?
I have to work.
Hey, you! If you try to make a fool out of me again, you've had it. You got that?
Hey, don't you miss the key to your chest?
Indeed. I don't even want to guess how or why you know about the key. But I'll give you 20 ore if you get it back for me.
Here's your key.
Yeah, that's it. Well, here's your 20 ore like we agreed. But you'd better watch out in future. From now on, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Hey, you, there was no grilled meat at all.
Oh, I guess I must have been mistaken. Have a good day.
Let me pass.
Are you Ian, the boss of the mine?
Yeah, I'm Ian, and this is my mine.
so don't touch or break anything.
Isn't that Gomez's mine?
Yeah, of course, this is the mine of the old camp. But in here, there's only one boss, and that's me.
Can you tell me something about the ore production here?
We dig for ore day and night. This means a storage of 200 sacks per month, and another 20 sacks which will be melted down. Hundreds of blades can be forged with the ore we supply to the king.
I've heard that the ore has magical qualities. Tell me about it.
The magic ore does have special qualities. Weapons forged from it don't break. Their blades are sharper than usual ones. An army equipped with these weapons has a decisive advantage in battle.
Tell me more about the ore.
Unfortunately, the magic powers of the ore vanish during the smelting process. They know the right smelting technique in the blast furnaces of Nordmar. But even without the magic powers, weapons made from this ore are extremely resistant and do more damage than normal weapons.
Tell me about the mine.
If you want to look around here, you need to be careful. There are mine crawlers in the caves. You better stay in the main shaft. And leave the Templars alone. Even if they only hang around most of the time, they're the best fighters you can ever have at your side when it comes down to the crawlers.
I'll keep that in mind.
I have some work to do, and don't keep my boys from doing their work.
I'll just have a look around here. Diego sent me. I'm to collect the list.
All right, here's the list. Tell him to hurry up with the deliveries.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
A new face. Have you ever dug ore, boy?
Have you been here long?
I've already been here 10 years. Oh, believe me, I've learned and experienced quite a lot here. I've encountered many dangers and managed to stay alive. In the old times, when we worked in the abandoned mine, the one which is deserted now, and the supporting beams collapsed. But that's old stories.
You must have heard about many escape plans as well.
Listen, boy, I know you want to get out of here, but forget it. You better forget the thought of escape. I saw the faces of those who tried to get out of the barrier. Don't make the same mistake. The barrier will stop everybody.
I don't want to dig in the mine for the next 10 years of my life.
No, you won't. Perhaps you'll be one of the real big shots. Who knows? You'll work your way up. But no matter how far you'll get, the barrier will finally stop you.
Good luck.
Same to you, boy. Same to you.
What goes on in the mine?
The mine's the heart.
Can I trade things with you?
Yep. Anything you want, if you have ore.
So.
I'm not listening to all the...
I'm not listening to all this
What do you know about the mine crawlers?
The crawlers must have a nest somewhere. If we only knew where, we could destroy the whole brood.
May the sleeper protect you.
What's up?
What we really want is the secretion of the crawlers, though. Our guru, Korakalam, brews magic potions from the secretion of the mine crawlers' mandibles.
How are you?
I have to work.
Tell me about the mine.
The diggers...
What goes on in the mine?
The mine's the heart.
How are you?
I have to work.
How's it going?
A lot of work, not...
What's up?
Listen, do you really need to accost everybody here? May the sleeper awaken.
Let me pass.
What are you doing here?
I'm hunting mine crawlers.
Can you tell me something about crawler hunting?
They're just a single rule to remember when hunting crawlers. When you see them, run at them and kill them as fast as you can. Fight without fear and kill without mercy.
What's with that work?
He's our prisoner. He's lucky that the gear wheel of the masher is broken. That's why this son of a bitch is being allowed to have a break. As soon as the masher is repaired, it's back to work for him. He's not here to laze around all the time.
Who calls the shots around here?
Ascan's our boss, but
Hey, how are you doing?
Okay. So long as nobody don't get the idea of opening this gate, I don't need to hurt nobody either.
What's so special about this gate?
Mine crawlers. Big, bad mine crawlers. Lots and lots and lots of them.
I hear you're the smelter.
You're a smart boy indeed.
I hear you only melt down part of the ore.
Some time ago, we used to melt a lot down, but Gomez and the Majors were not too happy about that. They hung around here for weeks to examine the ore and everything else. They fiddled about and stuck their noble noses in things they didn't have a clue about. Finally, we only smelted a part of the ore. The Majors never came back here.
Can you give me ore?
If you can give me any goods.
What's the orc doing here?
The guards caught him. Ever since, he's been forced to work here.
He's not even in chains. Why doesn't he just run away?
He tried that once. The guards gave it to him in such a way that he couldn't walk for a couple of weeks. Since then, he's never tried it again.
Let's talk about something.
People always...
I'd better keep up.
I heard I could buy lockpicks here.
Well, since you were brainy enough to find that out, you can have some. 10 ore apiece.
I want to buy lockpicks.
I'd better keep...
Do you...
Out.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead. People.
Do you want... Do you want some...
Sure, if you get...
I have all the stuff on me. Now we'll do the deal with that super weapon, right?
Then show me the stuff first.
Here you go.
Yeah, great.
Well, give me the thing now.
Forget it.
What?
Did you really think you'd get something for it? I mean, if you're stupid enough to believe that, you don't deserve any better. I'm amazed to see you're still alive. If you believe everything people say, you won't survive long here. Doesn't matter, though. Now, we boys have enough food for a party. Thanks a lot, and maybe we'll meet you again. people never tell.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
You shouldn't believe everything you
It's
hear.
the same story every time, Mike.
Do you...
We cleared ages ago.
Do you... Do you want...
But keep it to...
Do you want some swamp weed?
Sure, if you get...
I have some swamp weed here. Do you want any?
Show me the weed first. You don't have any, do you?
I need more magic power.
I can help you to increase your power. Use it wisely. Stop!
If you think...
People always...
You again.
I have the list of requirements for the old mine.
Not bad. How'd you get it?
Ian gave it to me.
You got a nerve? So they sent you to test me, did they? Thoris must already be going mad, I'm sure.
Diego gave me the order.
Diego does what Thoris tells him to. If I know him, he'd die laughing if he knew that you was here.
Can I get in there now or not?
Just go on in. Laris won't believe his eyes.
That wasn't very clever.
I have the list of requirements for the old mine on me.
No, I don't believe it. I must say you do seem to have a nerve. Show me.
Here it is.
Indeed. Do you know what we're gonna do with it? We'll add to it, and you'll take the list back to the old camp. Then, when they deliver the stuff to the mine, we'll mug them and take the lot. It won't take a minute. Here's the list. You know what to do.
I want to better myself.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
People...
There must be some...
People...
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. People always talk.
There must be something.
That's really loud.
If you think
that won't happen.
Hang on. Watch what you tell. Better not go rushing into anything.
I have somebody from the new camp who wants to get into business with you.
No! Who would have thought that? Looks like you're trying to get popular around here. Seems like you managed it, too. Who is it?
His name is Sharky.
Sharky? He's even worse than Mordrag. About Diego, you don't need to worry anymore.
Same old story every time.
Hey, you!
Now what?
The time's come for you to prove you're a true friend. Just 10 ore and you're in. What do you say?
I've changed my mind. I'm going to pay you the 10 ore after all.
There now. You see, you can make the right choices. And from now on, you'll keep paying me your daily contribution, won't you?
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.